Welcome to San Francisco's GNews, where you get all your gay in just one day. We bring you the top LGBTQ+ stories from the left coast and around the globe. Keep in the know on the latest trends, hot topics, and who's messing with your human rights now. We post new videos every Saturday on YouTube and Facebook. So join me, Celso Dulay, and my guest co-host every week and get all your gay in just one day. From the city by the bay with San Francisco's GNews.
This week on GNews.
Is social media part of the MAGA movement?
The historic One magazine celebrates its 61st anniversary.
Gay Paris and Disney. How Disney Paris is making history.
All this plus Out and About and our Crush of the Week.
Get all your gay in just one day.
Right here on GNews.
Hi everybody, welcome back, or should I say it's good to be back.
Definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
We had a nice little hiatus, but there's no rest for the wicked.
Nope.
So here we are. Joining us is the wicked Cameron Steele.
Thanks. It's really nice to be back though.
Thank goodness. We got a drink, yeah.
Obviously.
It's bad luck otherwise. We took January off to do a lot of things, and I thought I was going to get a lot more done. Time flies.
Yes, it does. Here we are in February, and I'm still got a to-do list like a mile long from January. Yes. It's all good.
Well, it's good to be back. And February, as you know, is Valentine's month.
Yay, Valentine's Day.
That's so good. But there's another super important thing that happens in February.
That's true.
On February 16th, to be exact. And that's the Imperial Council Election Day.
Yes.
And we have a princess here to tell us all it.
Should have brought my tiara.
You should have brought your
invisible tiara.
If I had one, I'd never go anywhere with it.
It is tempting, let me tell you. It gets a little heavy though. But yeah, February 16th is the Imperial Council voting day, and where we elect our new Emperor and Empress for the following year. We have our two fabulous candidates direct from the House of Monroe. La Maison de Monroe is represented. Terrell Grimes Monroe and Baby Shakes Monroe. Woo! We love you guys so much.
So exciting.
My brother and sister.
We thought we were going to have a princess on the ballot.
Last year was a little rough, so I need a minute, but I will definitely get back out there.
Yes, like we said, no rest for the wicked.
And I'll be on the board this year.
Nice.
Council, so
nice.
I think.
I like how you said your tiara is heavy. Heavy is the crown.
Yes, but I will wear it anyway.
We also have some other exciting news for GNews and Glitterbomb TV at large. We are getting some new digs.
Yeah?
Yes, we are going to be moving to our own website.
Yay.
Glitterbombtv.com. All of the kind of drama and crap that's been going on with social media. Boo. That story's coming up a little bit later. We'll share all of those details with you. But it caused us to want to change things up and do it a little differently. So we're going to go to our own website. We'll be uncensored. It'll be all ours. We're not going to be under the tyrannical control of the puritanical social media saying, you can't do this and you can't do that.
So we can talk about whatever we want, drop the F-bombs freely.
Absolutely, yes.
Yay! Dear YouTube, F you.
It's going to be a sinfully fun place to be, and we hope you will join us. You can, of course, still find us through all your likely social media places, Facebook, Instagram. But there'll just be snippets and some information out there. But the bulk of it, the show, the meat of the matter will be living on our new site, so we're really excited.
Love that.
Yes, and we're going to take all of you with us.
Yay! Go over there and subscribe or whatever it is you do. On
yes,
those.
Exactly. So for now, let's get to the news.
Okay.
All right. Nothing against the bottoms, but this segment is all about the tops. As you might recall, a few episodes ago, we tried to get some advertising through YouTube, and we were denied. We followed all the sources and all the chains to very long and arduous process. But anyway, we ended up at this call center in India, and they blatantly said, we're not allowing you this content because you're gay and you have gay content.
What?
I got him to say it like 4 or 5 times. He said, because of all the gay stuff. Take a listen. So it's been my ad has been disapproved because my show is about the LGBT community.
Well, sir, the major reason is about the gay thing, sir. I didn't check about the LGBT, which you're talking about.
LGBT is gay. LGBT means lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. My show is a gay show. So you're saying that because I have a gay show, AdWords will not approve my ad. Is that correct?
I'm afraid, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you believe that?
No.
Yeah, literally. So that's why I got him to say it like 4 or 5 times. Well, we reached out obviously to YouTube. We got their attention, and we had a conversation with them. They were, of course, apologetic, and they assured us that that's not their policy. Then this last episode for Christmas, the Christmas special, we tried to get advertising through Facebook. And they disallowed our ad because they said that it was political content and we're not approved to talk about political content.
But the Christmas show had no political content.
Specifically, we tried to not have any politics in the Christmas show because it's a holiday show.
It's the holidays.
So why talk about politics? I guess because we have news in our name? I'm not exactly sure. So they didn't allow it. We appealed to them, and that, again, is also an arduous process, resulting in us having to send in copies of our passports and fill out forms. They literally sent us an approval code in the mail, snail mail, with like
in
paper.
An envelope and paper?
Yeah,
Wow.
and then you have to enter the code into the system. They finally approved our ad in late January, just in time for our holiday show.
No,
quite.
Not quite.
So that has led us to go to our own site because it's ridiculous that this is going on, all because they were careless and greedy with their information, and they just let it run amok, and now they've gone the other side and totally puritanical. And as I understand it, this morning you have you have a story to tell.
It was related for sure, and it's about having online content. I used to do a show, and hopefully will again, called Happy Hour with Cameron Steele. I had a great friend on there about 4 years ago who talked about his party days and former drug addiction, and how the love of his husband and friends and family got him into recovery, and he's great now. He's awesome. I mean, he's always been great and awesome, but so that's great. He gets a promotion at work, and one of his subordinates now finds the video and reports it to the CEO.
Finds it.
What? First of all, why were you researching that? Seriously, why are you trying to dig up dirt and start a scandal? So the frustrating part is that so he asked me to take it down. No problem. I will take it down. We'll just let this blow over. It's fine. But when I go to take it down, it turns out that it's been copied and reposted by Daily Motion. I had no idea. So that's rude. And they copied all my content, and now it's out there. There weren't very many views on Daily Motion, so it's fine.
But it still was taken from you and posted elsewhere.
Yes.
Not by your request. And
so, first of all, that snitch needs to get a life of their own.
that's bad practice. Don't do that, people.
And the good news is
Shame.
they were fired
Yay!
for defamation of character.
See, that's what happens when you're a douche. You get fired.
Yeah.
So,
Karma.
and then, do you appeal to this?
I had to appeal to
Dailymotion?
Daily Motion because I don't own any of the content. I don't have an account on Daily Motion. Why would I? But so I had to write them a nastygram this morning saying, first of all, why is my content up there without my permission? And second, let's take that down because there's issues now. Because it's just out there in the world. So let that be a warning to anyone, I guess, wanting to
It's just a new
their lives.
new territory, new world out there. So be careful, creators and people who are putting things up online. It could just go anywhere. And if it's out on social media and places like YouTube, they own that content. So if they have contracts and partnerships that we don't know about with these other establishments and facilities, you have no idea what's going on. So it's just we're getting to see behind this curtain at the Wizard of Oz of social media, and it's alarming what's happening.
The good and the bad.
The good and the bad, yes. So more to come on that front. Obviously, we're going to be moving to our own website. Maybe Cameron will as well. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We still like and need social media, so it's just figuring out how we're going to use it moving forward and what you want to do with the content. So cautionary tale. And more is going to come with our dealings with social media in general because we're still going to want to advertise. So we'll see.
Yeah,
yes.
We'll keep you posted.
We here in San Francisco love the Bay Area Reporter. It's one of our go-to magazines for LGBTQ plus news and information. We even featured a lot of their stories here on this show. And as you know, we've been featured in their publication.
Absolutely.
But if you're not familiar with the bar, you might be familiar with one of your own local magazines, or you're familiar with a national or international service like Out Magazine or Pink News.
And what you may not know is that there is, and I certainly didn't know, there's a granddaddy to them all. Aptly, it's called One, the Homosexual Magazine. And last month, they celebrated their 61st anniversary of the landmark Supreme Court ruling that allowed them to continue producing their homosexual content.
Started in 1953, One, the homosexual magazine, was an offshoot of the Mattachine Society, and you could pick up your copy at a gay bar for 25 cents.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole quarter. Back then, being gay was illegal. Even consorting with a known homosexual could get you public discrimination, even lose your job.
So, back up 1 second. What is the Mattachine Society?
Good question. I was surprised that you didn't know this earlier.
I was surprised I didn't know.
Yeah, it's a very important question. The Mattachine Society is an integral part of our history, so you should know about it. Yes. The Mattachine Society was started in 1950 by Harry Hay. It was one of the earliest organizations that was founded to help protect gay rights. So it was a secret society, the Mattachine Society, because being gay was still illegal. So they had to meet in private. So it was kind of like a gay dead poet society.
That's kind of hot.
It's kind of hot, yeah. Yeah, we put all the information down below
Right.
so you can check out the Mattachine Society. It's very interesting.
Read up on that. Sounds cool. But anyway, at the time, the post office was scanning all material being mailed and pulling anything that they deemed obscene and refusing to send it along, which just boggles the mind. But One magazine really did try to comply and not publish anything too racy.
Yeah, just like we tried to do on our holiday episode, Facebook. But back to One magazine. In 1954, they released a publication. Unfortunately, had an ad. Get ready. This is scandalous, y'all. For sheer pajamas. It's true. And there was a short story. This might have been the thing that kicked it over the edge. There was a short story that also featured touching.
So it wasn't even visuals of touching. It was a short story about two women,
a lesbian story that they touched, maybe in an intimate way.
That's awesome because sheer pajamas and touching.
That was scandalous.
So scandalous. So obscene. But the LA post office did deem it obscene and they pulled the copies and refused to mail them.
It's true. Intern civil rights attorney Eric Julber felt that was a violation of one's constitutional rights of free speech and equal protection and sued the LA postmaster Otto Olesen.
So after a few setbacks, Julber actually won the case in 1958 because lower courts had deemed that other publications, read heterosexual publications, were already promoting nudism and polygamy.
Polygamy. Where'd that come from? Well, Julber argued that, hey, you guys are letting these publications go. Clearly, it's not about obscenity or being scandalous. It's about homosexuality. And so one's publication should be able to write stories about that. So, yay!
They won. In the issue that followed the Supreme Court ruling, One told its readers, for the first time in American publishing history, a decision binding on every court now stands, affirming in effect that it is in no way proper to describe a love affair between two homosexuals as constituting obscenity.
We build the road that we travel on by laying down a stone at a time. True. We want to thank you, One Magazine and Eric Julber. Happy anniversary.
And happy anniversary.
Yes,
we need to cheers to that. Happy anniversary. Woohoo.
Thanks for our rich history and prevailing.
Finally. It must have been a long battle because 1953 to 1958.
Yeah. He had two other court cases that didn't go over well, and then...
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, they published the nudism and polygamy. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So cheers to polygamy.
Cheers to nudism and polygamy.
Valentine's Day is fast approaching.
Yay.
Yes. And whether it is or isn't on your short list to go to Disneyland for Valentine's Day, you might want to wait till June 1st, when Disneyland Paris will be launching what they claim to be the first ever LGBTQ event.
Disneyland Paris has partnered with Great Days Travel Group to create an LGBTQ event that they describe as the joy of diversity, where you can dress like a dream, feel fabulous, and experience Walt Disney Studios Park like never before. Loud, proud, and alive with all colors of the rainbow.
Gay!
So gay! It's also going to include a brand new parade.
Gay!
Entitled The Magical March of Diversity.
Oh my God, gay.
So gay. I love it. The event's also going to feature a dance party, and you can ride the attractions late into the night.
Frightening. Well, there's nothing more frightening than a roller coaster ride in pitch black darkness.
Sounds awesome. And they'll light it up with the rainbows. It'll be fun.
I'm kidding. It sounds totally awesome. I'm totally down for that. Well, we know what you're thinking because we're smart like that. We totally know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, Disney's had gay days for like forever.
Yes. And it's kind of true. However, there's one key distinction. Although the Gay Day events have been happening since 1991 and draw an average of about 50,000 people a year, the event isn't technically sponsored by the resort. Who knew?
Shocker. It's not sponsored by them. However, Disneyland Paris is the sponsor for the Joy of Diversity. Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know, it sounds great.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Me too. all these stories that we feature, we want to go.
We always want to go.
We're like, where on the earth is Carmen Sandiego? Screw that. Where's Cameron and Celso? Because they're traveling all around the city
It
trying
actually
to find...
kind of works.
Yeah, it does.
I love that.
Well, we might be reporting live from Disneyland Paris.
Any luck?
Yeah.
We need a GoFundMe.
We need a GoFundMe. You don't mind giving us money for that.
Sure, they'll send us.
Well, we have a touching end to this story. The whole segment is dedicated to our dear friend Richard, who loved life, laughter, a cocktail, and all things Disney. Literally, all things Disney. He was obsessed with Disney. So this is for you, and we'll be seeing you in the Disney in the sky eventually, all of us.
Yeah.
Save me a cocktail if you can possibly try. We love you, Richard.
Here's to you, Richard.
It's that time. Let's go out and about in San Francisco. For this week's Out and About, we went to San Francisco's Public Works to dance and play with the GlamCocks.
The GlamCocks are, per their website, a far-flung but tight-knit family of burners, and our gatherings are a reflection of our gay, exuberant, life-loving, and carefree attitude.
The GlamCocks meet every year on the playa to form and run one of the 600 camps that make up the city of Burning Man.
Putting a camp together takes a lot of time, a lot of talent and skill and dedication, and a lot of money.
A lot of money,
Yeah.
Yes. And to help fund their camp, the GlamCocks host events and parties all over the country.
Oh.
Yes, fabulous events all over
Very
the country. And the party that they had at Public Works was titled Time Warp.
Time warp.
Yes.
Did you do the time warp?
Oh, thank you for asking. I did the time warp with TJ.
Oh, fun.
So cute. In
Yeah.
the time machine that they had built. So they had an art installation, just like Burning Man. They had an art installation there. So yeah, he and I were in the time machine doing the time warp.
That sounds
Yes.
amazing. Really amazing.
Really cute. So have you been to Public Works?
I don't think I have. Maybe for an event a long time ago, but I just can't remember.
You should think about it for events for the things that you organize. It's a really
Oh.
amazing space here in San Francisco. It's an open space that you can rent.
Right.
There's 3 floors. There's 3 bars, or there's probably more than 3 bars. But at any rate, dancing. The crowd that's there is kind of what you would find at a GlamCocks event. Hot.
They are hot.
Can't underline hot enough. The hot people that are there, boys and girls, and in betweens. Everybody's hot. Seriously, it's an everybody kind of event, just like they would have it on the playa. The DJs, the music was amazing. The costumes, because it was time warp, so that's kind of an open
Yeah, you could do
theme.
anything.
Anything.
Any time period from the way past to the way future. I kind of love that. So about these cool pictures, we'd like to
Yes.
thank Chris Knight from Left Coast Scenes for all these amazing images. He works so hard. We love him.
So talented.
Please do look for him on Instagram at Left Coast Scenes SF and see all the amazing work.
Yes, and of course on our new site,
Yes.
glitterbombtv.com.
Of course.
Is that your heart beating?
No, it's our crush of the week. We have featured this crush several times before.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. Not only is he an inspiration, he's talented, super talented.
Yeah.
He's also super hot.
Of course, we're talking about Niall DeMarco.
Niall is a model, actor, and deaf activist. He was the second male winner and the first deaf winner on the CW's America's Next Top Model.
And now you can add music video producer, music
Talent.
video star to his resume, his lengthy list of accolades.
Yes.
You have to see this video.
You must. His ASL version, American Sign Language version, of Ariana Grande's 7 Rings brought the internet to a halt and has us all wanting more and more and more DeMarco.
I love this because we really need more representation from the deaf community,
Yes.
and ASL community. It's American Sign Language, if you're not sure. We had a deaf Mr. Gay last year who taught us a little bit of sign language here and there. I'm terrible at picking it up, but I'm getting there. But yeah, I love this representation.
It really is really fantastic. It's close to me because my mother is nearly deaf now. She's losing her hearing. It's tied to her retinitis pigmentosus that she's had all of her life. But it's just always been in the forefront. You know, we were always planning for, she reads Braille and we were trying to learn to, because if she's going to lose her vision, we were going to have to sign in her hand.
Oh, wow.
And
That's complicated.
Absolutely. So I just, yeah, to your point, I love that he's out there doing this. And I love this videos because he's just super hot. And he's showing you could
sexy.
do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You know, as that's not, it is a handicap, and it is a whole, it sets you back in one way, but just rework it, rethink it, and then just go at it in a different angle.
And he incorporates the sign language into the dance.
Yeah.
And all of the sexy, hot guys around him are dancing and doing the signs, and it makes it look so beautiful.
Yeah. I could watch him read in Braille the dictionary. Because he's just so dreamy. Seriously,
So
he'd just be
watching
eating a
him
bowl of
just-
cereal, and I'd be like, it's DeMarco. He's really wonderful. And on the sign front, you know, I sing with the San Francisco Women's Chorus, where I have for a long, long time. And at the Christmas special, at least, we always do Silent Night in sign. So you've got 200
that's
plus
sweet.
men not singing but signing, and you just hear the rustle of the codes.
that's
It's very
beautiful.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love this, and I love him for obvious reasons.
Obviously. Check out the video. You'll love him too.
I love you, Niall.
Love you.
Thank you, Niall. So for lots of reasons, because he's super talented, extremely talented. He is just too darn hot to not look at. And because he's an inspiration for everybody, not just people with disabilities, but for all of us. He is our crush of the week. Just look at him. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching Glitterbomb TV's GNews, where you get all of your gay in just one day, and for having on the hottest guest co-host ever, Cameron Steele.
You're so sweet. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Stay glitter-worthy, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Action. I was waiting for the woo. Woo.
Because we're going to be flawless
Flawless.
from here on.
That's on camera. Is social media part of the MAGA movement?
The historic... Oh.
Is social media part of the MAGA movement?
This And then it's you reading the thing.
No,
oh,
we
no, I'm going to
switched
read
it.
this. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I just zoned out in the middle of that. I was like,
You're like,
Paris.
it's so your turn.
Paris.
Oh, that's what I
Well,
want.
that's it for this episode.
That's it for this episode. Thank you for watching Glitterbomb TV's GNews, where you get all of your gay. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's try it.
Sure.
It was that thing that was flipping me
Yeah,
out.
that, you don't want to be so redundant.
It's like,
there.
blah,
It's
blah,
fine.
GNews. Stay glitterworthy. Okay, I'm ready. You all got to see inside the crazy mind.
Trust me, he is crazy.
Nothing from you, Peanut Gallery.
Get all your gay in just one day.
Right here on Genius. Other hand, right here on Genius.
It's a well-oiled machine.
Yes.